When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Wow. Things have really gone for the worst. Shit hit the fan in the last episode. Sin not only attacked the ship, but Sin moved on and attacked Kilika, the island that we were heading to. And, well, tore it to pieces. Probably a lot of people died. The village was destroyed. And, well, nobody's really that happy.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
Oh, they look pretty proud to see
We'll go
Yuna.
see what we can do to help in town.
Well, Yuna's here, and she's going to do something called the Sending. We're going to see what that is in a couple of minutes. Whereas the rest of the Aurochs are going to go and help rebuild the town the best they can. This has become like a common thing for them. Sin attacks, they rebuild, they just survive. They don't really put a whole lot of emotion to it. Like in the real world, a natural disaster occurs and people are like really destroyed. Their lives may be disrupted for years or for the rest of their lives. In the world of Spira, disasters happen all the time, and they can't let it affect them like that. So here they are. They immediately went down to trying to rebuild the village, rather than obsessing over the incident itself. But there is one thing that they do have to do to prevent something worse from happening, and we're about to see what that is.
What's a sending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
This is some impressive CG work here, especially for something in the early 2000s.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Wasn't that something? Tidus has run into Sin twice now. Well, 3 times. Once as Anakin, once aboard Riku's ship, and then once on the ship that he had just come to Kilikon. That's, well, a pretty big, he's seen Sin a lot, but that's the first time where he has...
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
This is the first time where he's seen the aftermath of Sin, the kind of destruction that Sin does, and it was horrifying for him. But he seemed to be a little more concerned over Yuna herself, who, while Yuna went and took charge...
Ah, there you are. Be said, Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Yuna went ahead and did her duty and took care of the job and did what she had to do. But Tidus can tell that it affected her rather severely, and he's rather protective of her. Doesn't want her to see her go through that kind of thing again. Now what Waka was talking about is they're going to go and pray for their blitzball game that they're going to. But Tidus is like, whoa, isn't this a little, like the wrong time for that? But it goes back to, this is their only entertainment, and a lot of people rely on this blitzball thing to be, like, allow them some resemblance of being normal, so that their entire lives aren't concerned with attempting to survive Sin's attacks. So they lose themselves in the blitzball tournament, and that makes it, that's why he's still going to go and pray for victory, rather than sulking over the incident.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not so good yourself.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
I don't much care for you. Now notice up ahead, there's another monster. Well, we have a monster here. And we have another little tutorial thing. Now Kimahri's part of the group.
Kimahri, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Now I've used Lancet before. Against Sin I used Lancet with Kimahri in the group. But this is the first chance you get to see how you can maybe use it to steal an enemy skill and use it against them. And Kimahri will have the ability to use that seed cannon ability against other enemies now. It doesn't have to be this weird little plant thing. Now let's go ahead and see what this... No, we can't read any of that. It's written in Albed. Up ahead we have a big monster here.
Halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
Now you can go and fight Ochu, but for the moment I'm going to move along to the side. I'd like to point out Yuna wanting to bring Tidus in as a guardian. It makes you wonder, like, well, what the hell is she doing that for? And I'm thinking right now, this is mostly just a connection to her father. Her father is obviously not around. Whether he's dead or not, we don't really know. But he's obviously not around. And since Tidus' father, Jekt, was her father's guardian, the person that went and was his protector when her father was going to defeat Sin, she feels some sort of connection to him through her father by some weird proxy thing. And that's kind of really weird roundabout doing it. Roundabout way of thinking about it. Why did I pause for so long? What's going on? Oh, that's right. I decided to go and take out Ochu. Now, Ochu will be the most powerful enemy that you fought up into this game, and it is a completely optional boss. You do not have to fight Ochu. But I would recommend doing it simply because it is the most powerful, and from this point on, the enemy's going to start like having a chance of actually defeating you. So you're going to want to take on Ochu just to see if you have what it takes to fight what's going to come up next. Also, it's I think it's the first boss where it's really necessary to swap your characters out during the battle. See, look, get rid of Kamari and pull out Waka. Do a darkness attack even though I missed. Try that again. Lulu with her fire. We have a sword play. Overdrive. Nice damage out of Tidus there. Ah, he's immune to it. Okay, now Waka's done his thing and tried his thing anyway. What do you say we pull him out of there? What do you say we pull him out of there and replace him with Yuna? Because Yuna is a white mage, and Yuna can summon an Aeon to help in the battle. Ah, jeez, just love that poison attack, don't you, Ochu? Just keep going with that. Ochu fell asleep. Now while he's asleep, he will continue to regenerate HP, so you want to wake him up as quickly as possible. But it will also give you an opportunity to regain some of your HP. So hit him and he'll... And, well, you will also attack with that earthquake, but you hit him so he wakes up and he stops regenerating. Now, I could use Yuna to summon an Aeon, but right now, I don't think it would go all that well. Something you can do is, when you get to the other side of this, the temple that we're going to will give you another Aeon. All the temples we go to will give us a different Aeon, but the one that's at this temple will give us a Fire Aeon, which works very well against the plant-type boss that we're fighting here. So if you want to avoid fighting Ochu right now and go around and pick up your next Aeon, hey, it'll work fine. And you'll be able to use fire attacks. Because remember, the one that we have now does not use fire attacks. It uses like the wind attack kind of thing. Which I guess you consider that lightning or whatever. Oh yeah, that was my first use of a Phoenix now. Time to get rid of Tidus, pull in Kamari. He can heal himself, remember? So, that takes off some of the pressure off of Yuna's back. Plus, he can also spy on the enemy to determine how much HP they have left. Which, Ochu is pretty close to death, so I think we're going to be okay. There, we got it. Sweet.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll be sending to the ground.
Because after all, you're doing such a good job of it right now.
Do your best, kid. Wakka's counting on you.
Thank you.
Hey! After the tournament, you should join the Crusaders.
No thanks. I'm gonna head back here and save. And you should save before you go ahead. But I'm also gonna end the episode here, because I don't want it to get too long, and the next section ahead is going to take a while. So tune in for the next episode, and we'll move up to the Kilika Temple.